Okay, this is going to be the video for the second part of log equations and exponential equations. So I want to start out with a little bit more of a complicated one. We learned that addition, what that does is that turns that into multiplication. Okay, equaling 4. All right, now what we want to do is we want to do a conversion to an exponential. So this would be 2 to the 4th power, and then this would go over here. Okay, now I would want to FOIL this part out, so this would be x squared minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. 2 to the 4th power, oops, it's 7, is 16. Okay. Combine my like terms here. I got x squared minus 2x minus 8 with a 16. So what I would want to do is I'd move this 16 over through subtraction. So what I'd have is 0 is x squared minus 2x minus 24. Okay, that's an easy factor. That's going to be x minus 6 and x plus 4. Okay, so my solutions from this would be x equals 6 and x equals negative 4. Now, you have to be careful. We cannot have a negative log. So what I got to do is I got to substitute these in and make sure they give a positive result. Okay, so 6 plus 2 is 8. That's okay. All right, I put 6 in there. 6 minus 4 is 2. That's okay. So 6 is definitely an answer. Okay, if I put negative 4 in there, negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. All right, and you can't have a log that's negative. Okay, as you can see, if you do log of negative 2, it gives you an error. All right, so this part is not right. So the only solution there to that problem would be x equals 6. So you got to check them. Okay, so the log has to be positive. Okay, all right, let's do another one together. All right, same concept. Addition would turn this into log base 9. X plus 6 times x plus 2 equals 1/2. Okay, I would convert this to an exponential. 9 to the 1/2 is x plus 6, x plus 2. Okay, now 9 to the 1/2, 9 exponent, parentheses around your fraction, turns that into a result of 3. Okay, so x, let's multiply this out. X times x would be x squared, 6x, 2x, and 12. Okay, all right. Okay, so I got x squared plus 8x plus 12. Okay, with this being a 3 here, I move that over through subtraction. So that's going to be 0 is x squared plus 8x plus 9. That's an easy factor to x plus 8 and x plus 1. So my solutions out of that would be x equals negative 8, x equals negative 1. So what I got to do is check those to see if they work. Now if I put negative 8 in there, negative 8 plus 6 would give me negative 2, so that's no good. Can't use that one. If I put negative 1 in there, negative 1 plus 6 would be 5, that's good. Negative 1, all right, plus that would be good. So that would be my answer there. So you have to check which one's going to work, okay? So what I'd like you guys to do is go ahead and pause your video and go ahead and complete this problem on your own. Okay, go ahead and unpause, all right? So what I got to this is this would turn into log base 27, x minus 5, x minus 3 equals 1/3. I would convert this, so this would be 27 to the 1/3 power equals x minus 5, x minus 3. This will turn into x squared minus 5x minus 3x plus 15. Okay, I would do 27 to the 1/3 power, put parentheses around my fraction. I get it to be 3. Okay, combine my like terms here, that's x squared minus 8x plus 15. I would subtract the 3 over, it just can be subtracted by that. So 0 is x squared minus 8x plus 12. So as I factor that, that would be x minus 2 and x minus 6. Solutions there would be x equals 2 and x equals 6. So I got to check those. 2 minus 5 would be negative 1. So that's no good. 6 minus 5 is 1, that's okay. 6 minus 3 is 3, that's okay. Okay, so that's going to be my answer on that. okay? All right, now, we're gonna go into these next ones. Now, you say, Mr. Evans, we did these ones like this. No, we did ones where there was no extra exponent. See, we can't do a conversion here, because if I try to convert this to a log, okay, this would be log base 2, okay, this whole thing comes over, okay, all right, and then this would be 5x, all right, 5x plus 7, okay, all right, so from that standpoint, that's much harder to do, okay, all right, you can't use a change of base here because you have that extra exponent there, okay, all right, so what the solution is to this, okay, it's a little bit of a property that you can do, okay, I'll show you one way and then we'll check to see. I've got an inkling that I can do it another way on this side, okay, so if you want, you can do something where you take the natural log of both sides, okay, so that's going to be 5x plus 7, all right, so hold on one second, I'm jumping ahead. Okay, so what we can do here with this, okay, is when you do natural log of both sides, it allows for this part to come down in front. So 5x plus 7, natural log of 2, okay, the x minus 1 comes down, natural log of 10, okay, all right. Now, what you have to do is figure out what natural log of 2 and natural log of 10 is. We can use our calculator for that. Okay, natural log of 2 is 0.63693. Okay. And then natural log of 10 is 2.30. Okay. And then what you have to do is you have to distribute this. This becomes a battle of decimals. Okay, so 0.693 times 5 would be 3.465x. And then I would do 7 times 0.693 plus 4.851. Okay? All right. You distribute that. That would be 2.30x. And that's pretty easy. 2.3 times negative 1 is negative 2.3. Okay? And now you're just solving a regular equation. Okay? So how would I do that? I would subtract 2.30x, 2.30x. Okay? This is just, like I said, a battle of calculation. 3.465 minus 2.30. That's 1.165x plus 4.851 equals negative 2.3. Watch your negative there. Subtract this over to this side. Okay, I got 1.165x equaling, I'll do subtraction there. Like I said, this is really just a battle of decimals. Negative 7.151 and divide by 1.165 to each side. Okay, now I'm going to show another way. You could let's see if that works. So I get negative 6.13. What was the last decimal? 8. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can always do this. Let's see if this works. If I move this down, because remember I have that property, I'd have x minus 1, okay, coming down like that, log of 2 with a 10 equals 5x plus 7. Okay? I would have to figure out what that is. I'd have to do a change of base. Let's see if that works. Log of 10 divided by log of 2. That's 3.32. Okay, so I got x minus 1, 3.32 equals 5x plus 7. Okay, I would have to distribute that. Okay, so that'd be 3.32x minus 3.32. Move this up so I can write it there. Okay, equals 5x plus 7. Okay, all right. I would subtract 3.32, subtract 3.32. I get negative 3.32 on that side, because I got that. Let's do the subtraction 5 minus 3.32. That's 1.68 x plus 7. So I'd subtract that 7 over there. Okay. So that's negative 3.32 minus 7, which is negative 10.32. 1.68x. If I divide that on each side, I don't think I get the same answer, so I don't think I can do it that way. Let's see, maybe I do. Yeah, I get the same answer, great. About the same approximation. So probably the log way is probably going to be the easiest way for you, okay? All right, so let's continue with that way. I think that's gonna be easier. Okay, so whichever one you want to convert is going to be fine. So let's say I want to make that log base 12. I want to move this over, so it'd be 7 to 2x minus 4. This x plus 6 comes over here, okay? I can move this down. So I got log 12, 7. Okay? All right, I got to figure out what that is by change of base. Okay, log of 7 divided by log of 12. What do I get there? 0.783. Okay, 0.783, 2x minus 4. And like I said, this is 1x on this side plus 6. Okay, battle of decimals. Either way you do it, it's a battle of decimals. Okay, 2 times 0.783. Okay, and then negative 4 times 7.83. Negative 31.32. Oh, whoops, that's not right. Hold on. Too many wires here. Negative 4 times 0.783. Negative 3.1232. And what was that one? 1.566 x. Okay? And then now we're just going to simply solve. This would be a subtraction of 1x. Okay? Battle of decimals. .566 x minus 3.32, and then add that. .9.132, and divide by 0.566. Okay, so what I'd like you guys to do is go ahead and pause your video, okay? And I would like you guys to work on this problem right here. I'm going to see something real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and work on that. Let's go ahead and do this. This would be log base 3, okay? This whole thing would come over. And and then that exponent would go over here. Okay, that x plus 2 would come down. Let's figure out what this change of base would be. $2.578. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and distribute that. That's going to be 2.578x. 2.578 times 2 is 5 point something 156 equals x minus 2. Okay, I would subtract an x here, subtract an x. Once again, we're in the battle of decimals. 2.578 minus basically 1.578 x plus 5.15x equals negative 2. Subtract. Subtract. Okay, so 1.578x equals negative 2 minus 5.16. That doesn't look right. Oh yeah, that's right. Negative 7.16, 156, I think. Yep, and then divide by. That. And so your answer, like I said, a lot of decimals here. Negative 4.53. Okay. All right, let's move on to the last question. Okay, so these ones with the e's, okay, what you're going to have to do is get it set equal to 0. So I got to add 10 over here. Okay, so I got 2e to the 2x minus 9e to the x plus 10. Now, we're going to use something that you'll use when you get to calculus. It's called u substitution. Okay, all right. And so what I want to do, okay, is I want to substitute u for e to the x, okay? And the idea behind this is that what that is, if you think about it, is just this squared, because you add exponents, right? X plus x would be 2x, all right? So what happens here is this turns into 2u squared minus 9u plus 10 equals 0. And now I can factor this. Okay, so let's factor. All right, that would be 20. All right, I need to get the factors that would multiply to 20 that give me that would be negative 4, negative 5. Okay, all right, so that would be, if you do the box, that would be 2u squared minus 4u minus 5u plus 10. So that would be u. 2u would be there, that would have to be negative 5, that would have to be negative 2. So what this would factor to is this. Okay? Now, all right, what I would normally do is I would solve that. Okay? So 2u minus 5 equals 0. Okay? And u minus 2 equals 0. And I would add 5, add 5. Okay, so that's 2u equals 5. I would divide by 2, u equals 5 halves. Okay? Move that out of the way for a second. Now, at this point, my problem didn't involve u to begin. It involved this. So I would put this back in for u. So it's e to the 2x, or e to the x equals 5 halves. The way I solve that is I do natural log of both sides. And what that does is it basically eliminates that, because remember we talked about that being 1. So that would be x equals the natural log of 5 halves. Okay? So all you got to do is type in that, natural log, parentheses 5 over 2. Oops, 5 divided by 2. And I get one answer is 0.916. Okay? I have to solve the other one. I ran out of room there. Should have moved it up. Okay? U minus 2 equals 0. Okay? Add to it would be u equals 2. what I would want to do is put e to the x back in and do the natural log of both sides. So I get x equals the natural log of 2. And let's figure out what the natural log of 2 is. 0.693. Okay? So those would be my answers. So all you're basically doing there is you're factoring, okay, and then substituting the e to the x back in at the end. Okay? Let's do another one together. Okay? So what I would do is move this back over, do subtraction. So I got e to the 2x minus 8 to e to the x minus 3 equals 0. Okay? I'm going to do the simple substitution for u being e to the x. Okay? So that's 3x squared minus, 3u squared minus 8u minus 3 equals 0. Okay? I'm going to factor. 3 times negative 3 would be negative 9. I need the factors that would multiply the negative 9 that would add to negative 8. That's easy. That's negative 9 and 1. Okay? So I would do the little box deal. 3u squared minus 9u plus 1u minus 3. Okay, that would be 1u here. That would have to be 3u because that has to multiply to that. This would have to be 1 because that multiplies to that. And that would have to be negative 3. Okay? So I would get, if I factor that, 3u plus 1 and basically u minus 1, u minus 3. Okay? Equaling 0. Okay? All right? Very simple. If I solve this one, that'd be 3u equaling negative 1, u equaling negative 1/3. Okay? All right? But once again, all right, so we'll get to that in a second. Then this would be u minus 3 equals 0, which that would be u equals 3. Okay? Now, my problem is not that it's not in u's, it's in the e's. So let's substitute those. So I got e to the x equaling negative 1/3. I got e to the x equaling 3. Very simple here. I take the natural log of both sides in both parts. Okay? So that would just basically go away and be left with x. This is natural log of negative 1/3. This would be x equals the natural log of 3. Now I want to show you the calculations here. Okay? Natural log, just like log, can't have a negative. So error. So this part would not be part of our solution. The natural log of 3, though, does have an answer. 1.09, and what's the last decimal? 8. Okay? And so that's how you do that one. All right? So what I'd like you to do, okay, is go ahead and pause your video and go ahead and work on this one. Okay? So go ahead and unpause. All right? So what I would do is I'd move this back. I'm going to substitute for u. Whoops, sorry. Okay. Better E here, Mr. Evans. Okay. So 4u squared minus 5u minus 6 equals 0. Factoring, that'd be negative 24. The factors of negative 24 that would add up to that, to positive 5, would be 8 and negative 3. 8 times that would give me negative 4. Those would add up to that. Okay? So box, 4u squared plus 8u minus 3u minus 6. This would be 1u. This would have to be 4u. This would have to be negative 3. This would have to be 2. Okay? So my factors there are 4u minus 3, u plus 2. Okay? This example would be u equals 3/4. This example here would give me x equals negative, u equals negative 2. Okay? Now, once again, I need those to be e's. So e to the x equals 3/4. E to the x equals negative 2. Natural log on both sides. That basically goes away, so that's x equals natural log of 3/4. Natural log of both sides. This is natural log, x equals the natural log of negative 2. Move that out of the way. All right? So I would want to calculate those. Natural log, parentheses, 3 divided by 4. Okay, negative 0.28 is my answer. 28 what? 287. Okay? And then if I do natural log of negative 2, it gives me the error. So this can't be my answer. Okay? So that's all I have for that. All right? So that is it for the more complicated of the log and exponential equations.